Welcome. This is a video that I'm putting together for students and for parents as well. Parents, I'd like to get this information out to you guys just so you know what your students have access to. Students will all be seeing all of this in class, so I'm not too worried about students, I guess mostly for parents. Now, I'm Mr. Jacobs. I am your son or daughter's physical science class or teacher, and I'm just very excited for this school year, very excited to get to know them and get to understand each and every one of them and how God made them and what makes them tick. Yeah, so I just want to show you guys a little bit about Moodle and how I like to use Moodle. So I'm sure some of you have seen it before. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it up. You get a login for Moodle. Your son or daughter will get on the very first day of orientation. They'll sit down at a computer. We'll have the computer administrator there, and we'll just make sure that they are able to log in. I love having the computer guy there just in case anything goes wrong. We can take care of it right away. One of their options will be Physical Science A, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this is basically what the student will be seeing. Now you can see I have a section here for each unit or each chapter that we go through. And I just want to show you a few things on it. First thing I'd like to show you is this review sheet. Okay. Now what this is only the vocabulary that I expect the kids to know and the concepts that I expect the kids to know. Kids use this in a variety of different ways. This is not an assignment. It's not something that I print out. It's not something that I hand out to them. But I like to have this. I like it as a good tool that they can use. A lot of kids will use it leading up to the test. They'll fill in definitions for each of these. They like to write them out just to make sure that they understand exactly what it is and go through the concepts to prepare for the test. That's absolutely great. Every once in a while, I'll get a student who will print it out before we even start the chapter, and then as we're going through the unit, they'll just add it in. When we start talking about a hypothesis, they'll just write in what a hypothesis is. And I think that's absolutely great if your son or daughter wants to do that. Another thing I want to show you is review questions. Now, this one's a little bit different. This one is an assignment. This is something that I print out for them, and they get it as an assignment 2 days before the test. They'll go home, they'll do this one, they'll do their absolute best on it. They come in the next day, and we'll go over a number of different ways. One of my favorite ways to do it is I'll show anything, that's numerical or something like that, or some of the harder questions as well. I'll go ahead and I'll have answers prepared for them, and I'll put them up on the whiteboard so that way kids can check their own answers. And then instead of going through each and every one of them, it's just open game on Mr. Jacobs. And it's just, hey, what questions do you have? We get everything answered that the kids have. I should also mention that a lot of times I grade this based on effort. I'll go through, I'll check them, I'll read some of the answers, and if they've given a good a good try on it, I'll give them full credit for the paper for what they did. They have to give a good try for each question, but then they get full credit. Even if they get some of these wrong, this is where effort shines. And that's one of my philosophies, I guess, as a teacher, is that effort should be a part of the equation as well as what they can actually be able to do. Yeah, this is the day before the test. We'll go over this, and then students take the test. This gives them a good idea of what I'm expecting for the test. Another thing that I want to go ahead and show you is practice test. Now, I have it on here in two different ways. This one right here, this is just a PDF format. Now, I'm not a big surprise guy. I don't like surprises. I want the kids to know exactly what I'm expecting for them. And so basically when I look at this is kind of like the normal test. A normal test that I do that they take in class is 15 multiple choice questions and then 15 matching questions and then 10 short answer questions. Now, this one is obviously smaller because it's only a practice test. I have one of these per chapter. This one right here is 5 multiple choice, 5 matching, and then 5 short answer. In fact, all the practice tests are that way. But all my other tests are 15, 15, and 10. And yeah, that's just a format that I really like going on to. I am running out of time a little bit right now, and so what I'm going to do is on my next one, I'm going to pick up the practice test here, and I'm going to show you how the practice test can be taken online on Moodle as well, and so it grades it for them automatically. Thanks, and hopefully you can watch my next little video. Bye-bye.